And we are back with StarkCast Mk22. This is, of course, your humble corner of the internet host, Tony Stark of Iron. We are here today to discuss this week in pop culture and gaming news in review, and I am joined by my motley assembly of pop culture pundits, and we are about ready to get into the veritable meat and potatoes, as it were. And I hope that Director Arcater returns. There he is. Internet connection's already at the jump. I hope he did not do that on purpose to try and make my eye twitch, because, well, I'm on to you. And speaking of which, great transition and segue. Introduce yourself, Director. Welcome.
Director Arcater of Arc Labs here, as is usually the case, getting in the Christmas spirit when not, sabotaging myself in exotic ways.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's happy to have you here, my friend, and as always, we are ready to get into the nitty-gritty. Scooby Puppo 1 just wrapped up her podcast over there with Jeff from Suns and Shadows. How are you doing today, sweetheart?
Just fine, sweetie. Just finished decorating my lovely little Christmas tree with my Deadpool topper and my Elf on the Shelf Godzilla style.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I am doing fine. I hope you're doing well too, sweetie. Hello to the chat. Hey there, hi there. How you doing? We have a great show tonight. We have a wonderful guest as well.
Absolutely fantastic. And of course, the leader of this motley assembly of misfit toys, and by misfit toys, I mean we're trying to, plug our round pegs into square holes, which is geometrically possible. The dignified cartoon gentleman, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing very well, but I'm no leader. I'm more of a guide these days. But this show is perfect for me to relax because this is one of the few network shows in which the host actually knows how to run a show. So here's to a good show.
Absolutely. And of course, our special guest, the man, the myth, the legend, Lord of the Ski Masks, the great Code Monkey himself, the occasional player of video games. It is none other than Nobody Has Spoken.
Hi, I am Nobody Has Spoken. I have been ramming my head into a keyboard to make a Chrome extension. It works, but I now want to die.
Well, we are happy to have you here. Hopefully we can cleanse your palate with some other things to complain about and some other things to celebrate, as I like to make sure that my shit sandwich is thoroughly covered in sugar. Let's go ahead and welcome our motley assembly of post-apocalyptic survivors in the chat. Who do we have this evening? We have Arcater standing by, pulling double duty. Hail, and thank you, sir. Fury Stan coming over from the Green Machine. It's a pleasure to see you, my friend. All hail the grill cook of the taco truck, who's never working. Hail to Penny. It's good to see you, Sweet Pea. Zolosi, rating from the realm of Scooby. A pleasure, as always. The great Casey's Creepy Creations. It's a pleasure to see you as well, my friend. And yes, I'm here now. We got the great Alice Lovely. It's a pleasure. And speaking of roadkill, damn you, roadkill! I was gifted a jar of pickles and a random stray kitten to be here. Hail, gents. Well, that's an interesting...
Tony, I didn't know you had that kind of pull.
I know. We got the great Toasty with the mosty. Speaking of somebody who is well on her way into the middleweight class of YouTubers. That's right. She's got a 5-digit sub count. We are unworthy of your presence. Welcome, my dear. I miss you. I need to be a guest on your show in the very near future. And of course, we have Blaze 2K, Alistor's apprentice in all things Eldritch Corn. I need to think really hard on how to vex the squid. And of course, Fox Hills, the mod right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is our good friend. He's like, what am I, chopped liver? I was thinking more like minced kidneys. I mean, I don't know how to follow up with that. Give me a second.
We chicken cutlets?
Chicken cutlets, giblets and gravy. I love you, Fox. Good to see you, brother. We got, of course, Slay Every Game, a fellow VTuber operator of a little skeletal chibi that is absolutely adorable. Well, now that we've gotten everybody here and assembled, I suppose it's time to go ahead and start getting into, well, what very well be the breakdown, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get right into some Hollywood news. And boy, howdy, this one seems to be the talk of the town.
Because they're talking about slavery. They're going to make us do stand-up comedy. The same jokes every night for all eternity.
That's about how you summarize that. Let's go ahead and share that screen, shall we? Yes. Finally, Warner Brothers Discovery, a studio that, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who are not paying attention at home, is so thoroughly in debt that they're willing to allow Netflix, who is also quite in debt, shoulder their burden of being in debt. We'll be getting to that in more detail after the article, which goes a wee bit like this. Netflix wins the Warner Brothers Discovery bidding war with $82.7 billion offer. Do they really have that money? Enters exclusive deal talks. The streaming giant has an exclusive window to negotiate the final deal. Warner Brothers Discovery is moving forward with exclusive deal talks with Netflix. The Wrap has learned WBD has selected Netflix after streaming giant has offered $27.5 a share for the studio and streaming assets, a mix of cash and stock worth of $82.7 billion. The streamer announced on Friday. Netflix disclosed that it would have to pay a breakup fee of $5.8 billion if it walked away, while it would get $2.8 billion if WBD backs out. How does that even work? We're going to get into it. Netflix securing a win over rival suitors Paramount and Comcast represents a stunning turnaround from just 2 months ago, when co-CEO Greg Peters shaded big media mergers as not having an amazing track record, quote unquote, and Paramount buying WBD seems like a foregone conclusion. Fast forward to today, and Netflix has won a furious M&A bake-off after 3 rounds of bids. These exclusive talks clear the road for Netflix to acquire Warner Brothers Studios, HBO Max, and a treasure trove of IP assets like Harry Potter and, of course, the DC Universe, which that's really the talk of the town, ladies and gentlemen. Restore the Snyderverse. That's all over X right now. It's ridiculous. Oh, now we got somebody else. Do it the solid, guys. No. Netflix, which has aspired to be the HBO when first embarking on original content, is on a course to become its next owner, obtaining such assets that could dramatically reshape the entertainment landscape and give Netflix even more power over Hollywood. Concerns the streamer will have to be the S-switch. In another example of power of tech companies, with Amazon having closed the acquisition of MGM Studios in 2022 and Google's YouTube, a long dominant force of media. There's some regulatory hurdles and a bunch of other logistical crap that we will not discuss, because around here we want to keep things a little bit more expedited. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up a file here. All right, this is a just a little diagram, as it were, just a diagram. Because quite frankly, this is this is the meat and the potatoes, kids. Okay. In 2000, AOL acquired Time Warner, and of course there was a breach in connection, and of course the money's already sinking. In 2018, AT&T acquires Time Warner with the heavy debt that allocates itself to 2018 to 2022. Discovery merges with Warner Media as a little buffer, aka a cushion for the pushin', against the debt collectors in 2022. However, stock prices still continue to tank with their restructuring. And here we are in 2025, Netflix actually buying the bloody thing and taking on all of that extra baggage. See, I could have read that big ass long article, or I could just bring up pretty pictures, and that way everybody can follow at home. So
each picture says 1,000 words and saves us having to read it.
Right. So now that we know what's going on in the state of the zeitgeist with this particular merger, it's time to go ahead and start passing around the talking stick and seeing what everybody's points are on the matter. Nobody, what are your thoughts on this whole debacle?
Well, kind of one thing that I wanted to, one of the things you did say is, can Netflix afford it? And I do absolutely think that they can, because at least at this moment, in just pure revenue, they are making around $39 billion a year with a $10.4 billion operating income. Now, then this is of 2024, and the net income we're looking at $8.71 billion, but I do not believe that for a second because, Hollywood accounting, as they say. So I absolutely think that that they will be getting more than they're asking for. I mean, of course, we have Paramount talking about trying to get back in the game. They do not have the money. They keep saying they have the money. They do not. WB has been, as of last year, the year before, they got like a C or a D ranking for the ability to obtain loans. Like David Zaslav, he's been using the axe of Zaslav to cut every single thing since the merger of WB and Discovery has happened. So I believe that his forefront to do was to build up the DC, cut as many things, like loan them off, sell them off to other companies so he can make Warner Brothers as attractive as humanly possible to give himself that golden parachute. But one thing I hope we do get into one thing later, though, is the game studios that are attached to WB.
Well, I did not cover that particular topic, but you're more than welcome to bring it up when we get to our gaming news segment as an anecdotal point of reference. The great dignified cartoon gentleman, what are your thoughts on this? And will they restore the Snyderverse?
Look. I, for one, I'm looking forward to Justice League meeting Rebel Moon, okay? Because we know how great Zack Snyder is. Rebel Moon Part 1 and 2 are living proof of just how great of a movie man that guy is. But in all seriousness, Netflix is trying to do its best to gobble up all these entities with a single objective. It's been their objective since the company formed and got humiliated by Blockbuster. It's to annihilate everything physical about media, whether it's physical copies or the concept of the cinema. Netflix only puts out products for cinema just so that they qualify for awards. That's the only reason they do it. I know if this goes through, they'll be contractually obliged to support Warner Brothers films until, I think it was 2029. But after that, you'll be very lucky to see any Warner Brothers-based film in cinemas, except for them to qualify for awards, for things like the Oscars and the Golden Globes, that sort of thing. Do I think this is a good thing? No, I don't. Because I've never liked Netflix as an entity. And I personally think this is just their attempt to achieve their objective. So that's my thoughts boiled down.
Agreed. Hail to the great radio chip. It's been a while since I've seen you. And hail to Daniel Berry Sports Highlights and Lombardi 1969. Welcome to the program. I'm going to expand on that a little bit further since that is a valid point. Scorsese said the industry's now truly dead in response to this because Warner Brothers was one of the last traditional film studio-based operations left in Tinseltown, and it's gone. It's going to be stripped down to bare bones. Tires going to be taken off of it, the stereo, the engine, and that husk that's going to be left there is going to be on streaming services on Netflix, and And I like going to the movies, but that's quickly becoming an obsolete thing. This whole push of keeping people in the house and completely complacent and docile is one of the underlying movements of the people behind the scenes pulling the strings. And it just leaves a bad taste in the mouth. Scoobs, what are your thoughts?
I think that this is going to backfire. Because even though Netflix has the money to do this, just as nobody pointed out, Netflix, their stock market has a nasty habit of going up and down, up and down. And on top of that, Warner Brothers isn't really that far behind them for the whole stock going up and down as well.
Right.
And I also agree with Digny on the fact that Netflix is trying to gobble up as much as they can whenever they can. But I can see why they're doing it, because Netflix is doing one thing that Paramount is not doing, and I can see why Warner Brothers is attracted to them. And that is because Netflix draws in a lot of the younger crowd. Now, I say this because of some of the things that they showed. They bring in the anime crowd.
Mhm.
A lot of people like to do. A lot of people like to see the anime that's in there. A lot of people like to see some of the live action stuff. That's and then of course they do show foreign films. So there's a lot of attraction to Netflix. So I can see why Warner Brothers would want to sign up with them. They probably see it as a good investment. There's more eyes on Netflix than there are on Paramount. And right now, Paramount's dealing with Sundance as it is. So I can see why they're doing what they're doing, but I think it's also a very risky move, and it's going to come back and bite them in the ass, because as far as the DCU goes, if they're trying to make any money on that in the future, good luck.
Mhm.
Right now, it's hitting rock bottom. It's not getting, none of their movies are getting high ups. I mean, their movies, the DCU movies, are making the MCU movies, the current ones, look like Oscar-winning material.
No, that's
Don't
not
you-
saying much. I mean,
Yeah.
let's be
Don't-
real.
Don't you guys just love 1A though? 1A, 1A, 1A. Brilliant writing.
Mhm.
But I think it's going to come back to bite them in the ass,
Agreed.
because Netflix, as much as I get what Netflix is trying to do, but it's going to come back to bite them in the ass, because Netflix is not a steady streaming network.
Agreed. Let's go ahead and bring in number one, who is fashionably late. Let's give him a "You're late" fanfare.
Thank you for
No,
having
this
me,
is gonna
but
be
I am
fun.
not on an airplane tonight, so you'll be getting
Yay.
some good audio tonight.
Oh,
It's you sound amazing.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
the
much.
Lord. Yeah.
Yeah, so you won't be getting that anymore. You'll be getting to be hearing me perfectly
There you go.
in
Perfect.
crisp, nice quality.
You sound amazing. I'm glad you finally was able to figure that out. We are currently into our first topic. Have you
Yeah.
vetted them, my friend?
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. So we're still on topic number one. We're still on the topic of the Warner Brothers and Netflix merger.
Yeah.
So after Arcater, we will get your thoughts.
Perfect.
Director.
In the long, long ago, when Netflix first popped up, I was quite enthusiastic. I was thrilled. I was looking forward to this potential rival to the monolith of the mouse. That changed rather terminally around the time they released Cuties, that movie about sex exploiting children that actually sex exploited children. At that point, Netflix died to me, and I've wanted nothing more than to see it burn to the ground since.
Well.
So, while I initially heard this, I was afraid it might be good news for them, and that made me sad, but then you gave me the details, and it does look like this might be an absolute albatross they're putting around their neck, and I'm feeling much better now. I think this could tank them. Certainly it's done the same for all the companies prior to it. That's great! And,
Yes.
I'm feeling much better about it now that we know what they've actually done. What I observe is that they're all in debt. How are they getting billions to make bids or buy anything? And if they're doing it anyway, it kind of gives away the game that whatever's going on here, it's not about money.
You don't know, man. You never know. Maybe it is a move that is being invested by people that still have enough money in this closed world market that we call our economy to try and make a final push. But in the end, it's like I said in the premise, it's like that Alien versus Predator catchphrase. Whoever wins, are we really going to lose? Because that's what it's boiling down to. Theta, or you got any more? Got more?
Oh, no, that's fine.
Okay, excellent. Theta, what are your thoughts on this
Yeah,
they're talking about slavery.
yeah, exactly. When it comes to Netflix, I haven't really been keeping up with anything other than aren't they the ones that hold the Cobra Kai deal? Like, isn't that the only place you can get the show Cobra Kai?
And then you can watch Cobra Kai on YouTube, man.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I thought that it started on YouTube and then Netflix bought it out, but maybe I'm wrong. So, if that's the case, then Netflix really doesn't have anything in their pockets. I completely agree with the whole cuties thing. That once that hit the mark,
That could be taken out of context, Theta.
Theta, I just met you, but whoa, buddy.
Trust you meant that in the
I
best
mean the
way that-
decision. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just heard that because I can barely hear Theta, but because of my hard of hearing. But damn, man.
I can turn up my mic if you want.
No, don't.
You sound fine.
Otherwise, everyone else will overhear
okay.
you. But damn, I heard that. I heard that.
Sorry. No, that's not what I meant whatsoever. I meant the decision that they put that out being a bad decision. That just shows that Netflix kind of doesn't know what they're doing either. So this is a decision that they needed to make to try to get back in the game and try to make a better name for themselves, I guess. So.
Well, let's see. The points that I wanted to make was, again, release the Snyderverse, bring it back. I can't do that anymore because it'll no longer be funny. That's called the rule of threes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
But I digress, and unfortunately, that's what everybody is on the streets is reacting to it. And we'll go ahead and we'll bring this back up. Exhibit B over here, and speaking of cool things, man. Hey, check this out. I can't see my DMs on there. I don't know what that could be all about. I guess we'll just have to figure that out in due time, won't we?
I guess we will. I guess we will.
I thought that was fixed.
Oh no. Oh no, it's being fixed. That's the point.
Just
anyway,
had a nightmare's vision of Netflix reimaginings of Warner properties.
So Critically Thinking and Drinking, who is kind of a big influencer on the X platform, is already going, please fire James Gunn and restoring the Snyderverse. This is already our reacts to this.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see here.
There's already rumors that's the plan.
We got people saying thank fuck, please interfere, the Justice Department. This is exactly bad news for theaters and physical media. That's where I'm at.
Well said. Well said.
Having to watch Batman Part 2 on Netflix. Yeah. Well, what the heck, man? If you saw Netflix coming, you were supposed to be you're supposed to Warner Brother. Supposed to Warner Brother. There you go. Here it is. Martin Scorsese, the great Martin Scorsese says, well, the industry is over. That in big letters, ladies and gentlemen. That's the state of it. And of course, Sig Voleson's also saying, yup, pop culture is dead. I'm beginning to agree with you there, buddy. I am beginning to agree with you.
We're replacing...
The expression is perfect. Sad. It was fun while it lasted.
Mm-hmm.
We're replacing absolute cinema with abysmal dog shit.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait until they make Bugs Bunny gay. Oh, God. Yep. And of course... No! God! Please, God! No! No! I tell you.
Making Bugs Bunny gay, man, that's an image.
We are a Luther Corp response. We are now interested in buying Netflix.
That's
well now I'm gonna have to get Stark Industries on the horn. We absolutely cannot let that happen. Sorry, Lex, but no.
If they made Bugs Bunny gay, can you? It would no longer be Bugs. It would no longer be Ducks. It would no longer be duck season, rabbit season.
He's going to become Lola.
Yeah.
Lola. Yep.
The
$30 a
worst-
share, not bad. That's no $30 a share for a company for like Warner Brothers is means it's taken. Really.
I mean, the worst thing that can happen, everything related to DC's film universe, which, abbreviates to DCFU, would be if they smashed the Snyderverse and the Gunverse together and we have Superman versus Superman, and yet no Batman film.
No Batman film.
Well, they still have their
They-
obligations that they have to meet. So I
White-
imagine there's still going to be stuff in theaters.
Yeah. Snow White by
Technically
Netflix. There you go.
Well,
There you go.
technically they could actually get away with a Superman versus Superman because they have Bizarro.
Somebody with the same idea I had. Yep. They're talking
have
about
Bizarro.
slavery.
they have Bizarro Superman, so that
Yep.
that is something they could pull off.
Absolutely.
That's something they should have done with this Ultraman in this newer Superman movie that came out.
Yep. So that's the unfortunate state of affairs. One of the last standing traditional studios has been absorbed by the streaming media. And it's only just a sign that it's one big amoeba that it's going to constantly absorb, digest, and assimilate everything it touches. And hail to Richard Spake out there. Good to see you, sir. But that that's just the terrible fact of it. We did not get any super chats for this segment, but we will go ahead and we will get everybody up here because that's the whole point, right? You don't have to put a price tag on your opinion. Let's see what people are talking about here.
Yeah.
Let's go up a wee bit. And of course, I will go ahead and do my standard shilling. If we do get to our $100 goal, just like I did last week, we will have a StarkCast starring you, where my professionals take the week off, and it's all you guys. And you guys can bring me any article you want to talk about. You guys will get your limelight and everything in between. It will be a StarkCast starring you. So let's go down here a little bit. Let's see here. Chat, help me. Can't remember. Well, if I did this before, Mr. Stark, have you heard that Deadpool 3 cost $500 million? I did not know that was the final price tag, but I'm pleasantly not surprised. Sig Vollison goes on to say, I know this is Mk22, so I will make this to the point. Pop culture is dead. Only yesteryear has anything with any life message ended. It's beginning to look more and more like that. You're welcome. Just wanted to make sure you got the care package. Did you send a care package? I was unaware.
Yeah. Oh no, to me.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. I had me confused there for a second. Let's see here. Let's go down a wee bit. And don't worry about spelling errors. Regulatory approval has not been obtained, by the way, so the merger is only in the talks still. Okay, good to know. But they definitely seemed, they were very confident. Netflix was very confident with their statement yesterday. And, oh, yeah, we got the deal. Again, regulators are likely to take a close look at the deal. The Trump administration already views the deal with heavy skepticism. Yeah. I wonder what has...
Well, that's
Go
because the Trump administration backed the other side in the damn deal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, also, they really shouldn't assume because if they do, it makes what's that saying? Makes an ass out of you and me. And they're probably still in talks because they're afraid that the check will bounce.
All right. Well, that seems to have covered everything. So we're going to go ahead and get to our next bit of Hollywood news. And this is a bit of a depressing article, but I wanted to go ahead and bring this to our attention. 2025 had to grab one more. We lost Hulk Hogan. We lost Ozzy Osbourne. We lost so many big names, and they just had to take away the Sorcerer. Why the Sorcerer? Yeah. My brother's soul is his.
Because it wasn't a shitty. They took the Sorcerer because it wasn't a shitty enough year, anyways.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and bring up this sad state of affairs here. Sometimes I wonder why I even clock in whenever I hear news like this, but we have to cover it. Ed Boon posting this on X said, "We lost a legend today. Kari Hiroki Tagawa played Shang Tsung in the 1995 Mortal Kombat film and sadly passed away at the age of 75. We had the privilege of his portrayal in the first Mortal Kombat film, but also as an amazing voice actor, as well as face likeness." He doesn't put that in there. In the Mortal Kombat 11 game, and of course in the MK1 game, which he also doesn't mention. Kerry was one of a kind. He combined danger, swagger, and athleticism to his roles, and will always be remembered as the man who first brought Shang Tsung to life on film. Rest in peace. Your soul is eternal.
Right.
This one hit hard for me. Shang Tsung was one of the first video game bosses I ever played against in a fighting game.
Mm-hmm.
And the unfortunate matter is, here we are, right? It's just a sign that we are all getting older, and just
But
really
he wasn't
depressing. And
even
yes,
that
Ace Frehley,
old.
Ace Frehley. Yes, I'm not forgetting Ace Frehley. But let's go ahead and go around the horn before we get to the fan reacts. Nobody, you're up to bat. How was your feelings about Carrie and the role of Shang Tsung?
Oh man, I can tell. I really don't have a lot to say, but just a memory. I can tell you. I can't tell you how many times my best friend, like throughout elementary school and middle school. It was elementary school when the first Mortal Kombat movie came out, and I can't tell you how many times we watched that movie over and over and over again, and how he was specifically just the right amount of over the top, but it worked so well. And I can't. Ah, man, he was in my mind like the only like real character in that movie that like
Right.
really stood out to me. So God bless, rest in peace, and hope we see you one day in another place.
Absolutely, and who knows? Maybe whenever we get to that other place, we'll have our cheat codes on the ready, because he'll probably be just as cheap there as he was in the damn game. That bastard. Digny, what are your thoughts about the loss of Carrie? This one hit hard for me. How about you?
Oh, it was such a sad loss because when I think of his portrayal of Shang Tsung, it's by far the best portrayal I've ever seen of the character. Of course, that's not the only role he's been in. He's been in quite a few underrated roles. The guy's a very underrated actor. Unfortunately, he's passed away at 75. I'm not going to try and pronounce his name because I always butcher Oriental names. But what I can say, ladies and gentlemen, to put a nice positive twist on the situation, this guy would rather go to the nether realm than be Netflixed. If you really think about it, the timing, yeah. Let's get a bit conspiratorial here, folks. Speaking of Netflix, let me do a race swap and turn into the male Candace Owens for a second. Maybe the guy went to the nether realm so that Shang Tsung doesn't get turned black by Netflix.
Now, another role that he played as, which was also very much overlooked simply because the film didn't do too well. He was an excellent Heihachi Mishima in the Tekken movie.
Yeah.
He also was Heihachi, so he's kind of been typecast into the role of I'm the end video game boss. Hell to File 13 out there. It's a pleasure to see you. And he was also great in License to Kill. Hail to Jason Love. A pleasure to see you as well, my friend. And hail to Old Man Cad. Thank you for showing up, my friend. And Rising Sun was also a great movie. Scooby, your brother's soul is mine.
Interestingly enough, when I heard this news, I was already in the middle of watching Mortal Kombat.
Oof.
Yikes.
So it's your fault then, huh?
No, it's yours.
I think it's no, that's what I'm hearing, but go on.
And I was in the middle of watching Mortal Kombat, and the first time I saw the movie, I saw it in theaters, and I remember watching it and being, this is this is it. This is the game. I love the way it is, the way they're introducing it. The way they introduced his character was amazing as this absolutely horrible one that you wanted to die, but at the same time you were like, damn. I mean, Carrie brought out the best of Shang Tsung. I mean, I can't think of any actor who would have nailed that role better than him. It's sad to see him go, and I wish he hadn't. But at least, I mean, at least they brought him back for one more little fun trip, which was through the video game, which I wish. I wish they. I'm glad they did, but I wish they kind of had done from the beginning. But
Right.
But Mortal Kombat is it's one of those video game movies that's actually enjoyable and very close to the actual lore, which is what made the movie so enjoyable. But pretty much every movie he's been in, he's nailed his roles.
Agreed.
And
Who's echoing through me?
huh?
I had
Shouldn't
an
be
echo.
me. I
Heard
fixed
my
that.
echo.
I'm
Carry
wearing
on.
earphones.
Carry on.
But he's nailed every role that he's ever been in, and I wish he were still around to do some more because I liked his stuff. Even the guy who played Liu Kang, I mean, that fight the two of them had together, that was just a beautiful fight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I tell you, it's almost as if we get like whenever these Asian actors become voice actors, they kind of like just disappear and pass on. Because whenever Mako died, that ran all through me too. I was like, oh no, we will no longer have Aku. It's very, very upsetting. But I digress. Director, what are your thoughts on this terrible passing?
Well, it's the passing of a legend, to be sure, and it was in so many more roles than even I knew. Like one of those compilations of seeing some things he's been in. I didn't know about Johnny Tsunami. I didn't know he was in Planet of the Apes. I have never seen Chodan Little Tokyo, but I've really got to see them now. He's been in so many things, he will be missed for a very long time, and it's shocking that he'd be out at 72 because I've never seen him anything less than fit as hell.
Oh yeah. Well, from what I've gathered, he died from a stroke and he didn't recover. He didn't recover from a stroke, is what happened.
Wow.
I think he died at 75.
75.
That's
75.
a horrible way.
Still, for somebody of that kind of discipline, he's a disciplined martial artist, traditional, mind, body, and soul unity kind of like philosophy. It's. You still don't expect it, but that's the irony. That is the irony. Non-smokers die every day. It's just it all comes for us. It all comes for us at the end of the day, guys.
Very true. I have to say, there's so many roles he's been in. I'm sure everyone here has favorites, not just counting Mortal Kombat, although that was understandably iconic. One of my favorite roles he was in Balls of Fury.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. Yes,
which is one of my
absolutely.
favorite films, period.
He
And
was
if you haven't
great
seen
in
it,
that.
you all really should. That's what I'll say here. It's a shame he'll be missed, and well, we'll always have the memories. He'll never not have been.
Yeah.
And we'll always be sure to remember our fatality combos well into the 21st century. Theta, what are your
soul is mine?
Yeah.
what are your thoughts, my
Your
friend?
soul is mine. Yes, that's he definitely was one of the best character game to film actors, and if you see the behind the scenes footage of everybody that was on that movie, everybody had just such a good time. Everybody became good friends. I mean, to this day, they still get together and, well, not Carrie anymore, but he was just a legend. And another one that people didn't bring up, but you did point to Dr. Arctur is the Phantom. he was the main villain in The Phantom with Billy Zane, that old Western kind of superhero in the purple get up and everything. But he was the pirate that was looking for the Phantom's belt and his power and everything. And, it was another movie. It didn't do too well, but he was a great actor in it. And he had fun in everything that he did. He was a great character actor. And he was just so fun to watch on screen. He put everything he had into everything that he did. So it's really sad. Yeah.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I want to say really quick that
Yes.
one thing that boosted, and I'm glad that I'm so glad he got picked for the role of Shang Tsung, is that boosted his career big time, because since he was brought in as Shang Tsung, that introduced him to the younger audience, the gaming audience. And people were introduced to him as an actor and wanted to see more of him because of that. So that really, really, really boosted his career.
Yeah. He was in Showdown Little Tokyo with Brandon Lee and Dolph Lundgren, I think.
Brandon Lee,
It
may he
goes
rest
too
in
well.
peace. Brandon Lee's one of my favorite actors. It's a shame that he went the way he did.
Yeah, me
And it's
too.
good to see you, Molly Coddled. I know I haven't been on Enzo in a while. I'm going to try and make it tomorrow night. No promises. I have a pretty thick schedule throughout, but I'm going to try and be there. All right. And yeah, it's just an unfortunate, state of affairs. We've lost a lot of people in 2025. I have a bad feeling that 2026 is only going to get worse.
2016 was horrible when it came to losing people. I mean, we
Oh,
lost
yeah.
David
Oh,
Bowie. We lost a whole bunch of people.
Well, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up in a nice, neat little bow. Let's go ahead and get some of the reacts on the EO twit-twat, as it were, and then we'll get some of the chat reacts here. This news hitting us MK fans hits hard. I hope that him and Trevor Goddard are having a good embrace right now. Yeah, Trevor Goddard did pass away. And you want to talk about a damn good Kano. My God, he understood the assignment. He really did. He stole more than our souls. He stole our hearts. Sad rest in peace to a legend. There's what the director was showing earlier. All of his other roles. Johnny Tsunami, 1999. I knew I recognized him. I know it's not what most people recognize him from, but I remembered his face as Johnny's grandpa. Yes. Johnny's grandpa. He was a huge part of my childhood, and he made you believe he's the baddest villain ever. He was. He was such a good bad guy. There is his Heihachi. I tell you, man, that's an underrated role. The film ended up flopping hard, but his Heihachi was the reason to watch it. He was.
We've established a bit of a trend here. He was typically the best part of any film he was in.
Oh, look at this!
Oh,
God.
wow.
Oh, God.
Oh, I love that.
I'm gonna save that.
That's
Oh,
badass.
we are bookmarking that.
Whoa.
I am harvesting that. And then we got, Liu Kang. Like, I'm telling you, man, this guy fathered a generation of Shang Tsung fans. Just cool, just really
Great
really cool.
art.
He will be missed. He will truly and sorely be missed.
And what's sad
Yeah,
is
there's the upcoming sequel. There it is with his last live appearance.
Yeah. What's sad though is that AI is going to make sure that he is going to. I mean, I guess it's not so sad because his legacy is going to keep living on, but the live action person isn't going to be there anymore. But that he's just so damn good that they're going to use his likeness and his his voice to make more.
Well, Thader, it's not an easy role to fill. That's probably the beauty of it, because others have tried to fill the role of Shang Tsung, and it has not succeeded.
Yeah,
they have not succeeded in that endeavor. That's why they brought him back.
Not even.
Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up in a nice, neat little bow. Let's see what the chat has to say on this particular matter. And then we will go ahead and get into our video game news segment, which I am super stoked because there is breaking news. File 13 was celebrating earlier. And I'm telling you, Unreal Tournament 2K4 becoming freeware. I'm like, yes, I don't need my old discs anymore because I still have them. Oh, my Lord in heaven. That's going to be awesome. So let's go up a little bit. Richard Spake says he used him as a Starfleet captain in a Star Trek RPG campaign. He was supposed to do a cameo in the new movie, says File. Scorpion and Sub-Zero, the deadliest of enemies,
but
slaves under my power.
Beautiful.
Love it, love it. Brotherhood of Sang, pirate leader, the Phantom. He was good for that Planet of the Apes movie as well. Absolutely, absolutely. And yes, UT2K, yeah, I'm already, I am super stoked. I'm super stoked. That and maybe for once, some good classic car combat coming back. Oh my God, I grew up on car combat. I want a good car combat game. Hi, Tony. I hope so. Always a blast when you're on Enzo's stream, but if not, I can always creep on you here. That
sounded interesting.
Well, if you donate a bit, Molly, you'll be able to creep in real close.
Oh yeah.
What? Well, nobody mentioned the bucket. Okay. No, just no. But yes, he's one of the classic gentleman actors, that's for sure. I wholeheartedly agree. Sucks seeing all these badasses passing away that I watched in my 20s. Makes me worried about who's next. They come in threes. They really, really do. And again, for those that do donate, if we hit $100 on a StarkCast, there will be a StarkCast that will star you. You'll bring the articles. You'll bring the topic. You'll bring your microphone. You'll bring your talent. And it will all be about you. I will let my professionals take the day off and see where that goes. So
that's a lot about what. That's just like with my memberships. If we get top tier and stuff, you get to do appearances and things like that.
Yeah.
Well, all right, as Big Dave K would say. Well, all right. I suppose now is the time to go ahead and get to our. Never mind. That sounds mildly horrifying. It will be. Let me tell you something. I'm citing myself for a logistical nightmare, but you know what? Hey, what can I say? I like a challenge, as it were.
Well, you know what? When it comes when they say the trouble, not trouble, but when they say it comes in threes, I wonder if Ozzy Osbourne counted as one of those three.
Well,
didn't we already have
counts for 3-pointers? Yes, go ahead.
Hulk Hogan.
Yes, we had Hulk, Ozzy, Ace Frehley. To just to name a few. So
yeah, James Earl Jones. The list just keeps going on and on for this year.
Congratulations, Death! You're Person of the Year.
Indeed, maybe he's using a cheat code. Speaking of cheat codes, we're still in the theme of mergers and partnerships, and oh my God, this is some bad news that we're getting into. Let's go ahead and cover it. Oh, heavens to Betsy. What do you see in this headline that doesn't look good? Let's start with A, Sony, B, J.J. Abrams, and C, Bad Robot. Let's get into it. The Tencent-backed division is working on a cooperative shooter directed by Left 4 Dead's Michael Booth, which Sony will produce and publish. I have a bad feeling about this. Sony Interactive Entertainment, or SIE, not to be confused with TIE Fighters, which would also represent an impressive empire, has announced a partnership with Bad Robot Games in the video game division of J.J. Abrams' production company, Bad Robot. As stated in a press release issued today, SIE will produce and publish the studio's upcoming project, an unannounced 4-player cooperative shooter directed by Michael Booth. A lead designer for Left 4 Dead, Booth has previously teased the project back in September, which is poised to release for PlayStation 5 and PC, saying that it's still in the early stages of development. keep hitting your heads on the wall. You might develop something.
Don't worry, I am.
I've already gotten a headache.
I know, right? I know. Partnering with Sony Interactive Entertainment allows us to bring our new IP to life with an expensive vision for this new universe, says Anna Sweet, CEO of Bad Robot Games. With the support of PlayStation, we hope to deliver a bold, innovative experience that will truly be special for players. I could not be more excited that Michael Booth is a creative helm, crafting a cooperative adventure that will lead to unforgettable moments with friends. Don't you know that console gaming is quickly dying? The GameCube and the cost of hardware is seeing to that. I guess J.J. Abrams will take any assignment. Christian Svensson, VP and head of the 2-player, 3-player content ventures and strategic initiatives at SIE, said that Bad Robots Games' creative voice and creative voice and passion. Oh, here we go. Passion as in passion fruit.
Yeah.
Fruit
They don't know what
used.
passion is.
Passion fruitai. Aligns with SIE's mission to craft experiences that resonate deeply with players. So we're not just players to you. We're just users to you. The upcoming shooter is Bad Robot Games' first in-house title. Founded in 2018, Bad Robots Division has operated as a fully remote studio since the upcoming multiplayer game will be the first in-house title previously. The Tencent, there's a word. There's a word. Oh, no. The Tencent-backed studio was credited as co-dev of Weird West and Silent Hill Ascension. While there isn't much information about the project, obviously, the in-house team was established back in 2020. Back then, the original goal was to collaborate with Bad Robot's movie and television departments to create stories that could live across multiple mediums. The product was pitched as a AAA co-op cinematic experience. I'm waiting with bated breath.
That Silent Hill Ascension project was complete trash.
I'm waited with bated breath, you see. Just waiting with bated breath. All our projects that unite our games industry veterans, our film with TV colleagues, and our larger network of talent. Keyword of the vernacular, talent. Writers, composers, sound designers, and conceptual artists, and more, which is uniquely allows us to blend artists, areas of expertise, and perspectives across industries to create truly innovative games, said Sweet at the time of the year. At the time. Oh my God, Typo City. A year later, the division raised over $40 million from new and existing investors alike through a series of B funding round by led by Galaxy Interactive. With this funding, we are able to open and build both the studio and co-development sides of our operation and create games that cross platforms, cross mediums, and are based on IP originating from both games and linear content. We are very much looking forward to announcing our first title, since the CEO said in 2021. Listen, Fallout TV series is already doing it, and while they're not perfect, they're doing a bang up job. No. The word we are looking for here, kiddies, is no. I don't know.
We need a spray bottle.
And hail to humongous lowercase o. Hey, that's an old emoji from the way back when times. Hello. Good to see people still using the old magics. Quote the old magics in front of me, for I was there when it was written. Nobody. What are your thoughts on this? And I will be back in just a minute. I need to hit the facilities, so carry on.
Well, why? That's honestly all I have to say. I mean, it looks like that Michael Booth joined Bad Robot in 2020 here, and as far as it looks, is that he was, obviously, a part of the Left 4 Dead series. Interacted with the almighty Gabe from Valve, via Steam and other projects. But really, at this point, I have no trust in Bad Robot just because J.J. Abrams is the creative force behind most of the projects there. I will give him one thing. I mean, he can come up with interesting concepts. He cannot land them. If you remember the Lost series, he made Star Trek into he even said this himself. He turned Star Trek into Star Wars. That's literally what he said. I do not know why this man wants. Everyone's seen dollar signs in the video game companies, but the ones that aren't really looking at the numbers, like J.J. fucking Abrams, will realize that this will crash and burn. Like I just don't know.
Get back to your crash out. This is great.
Why, JJ? Why, like, just because you're like, oh, AAA, the gaming industry is triple or quadruple the numbers of, regular TV and Hollywood media. Well, that's because gamers usually pay attention to what is going on in the gaming industry. You clearly do not. Get the fuck out of video games before you take that dildo and shove it up your own asshole. Thank you. In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Hey, Digny.
Obviously.
Hey, Digny, you got to follow that rant. Carry on.
Oh, sure. There's a reason Left 4 Dead 3 has never been made, folks, because it was called Back 4 Blood, and it was a colossal failure, right? There's a reason Valve finishes everything they do with the 2, because the 3rd will always be a failure, okay? Another thing we need to consider is the fact that Bad Robot does have a history of destroying every franchise they take a hold of. And since this is going to be their first full control developer project, it will most likely be a failure. I'm of the view, personally, that J.J. Abrams is the end result of essentially Steven Spielberg. And that's not a good thing.
People were calling him that back in the day.
Right.
Yep, they were. They were calling him the next Steven Spielberg. And you know why that was a bad thing? Because as a result of Steven Spielberg, we got Kathleen Kennedy.
Yep.
Let's face it. Even if she had a minor role, it was that guy who was pushing her. It wasn't George Lucas. It was Steven Spielberg. Everywhere, Kathleen Kennedy was with him. Okay? So let's not deny that.
Well, she was getting him the coffee. Okay. You
Just like
gotta
Harvey
have somebody
Weinstein's
to get
assistant?
It is, yeah. Weinstein creamed her coffee.
Yeah. She was giving him the coffee and he was giving her the milk. But in all seriousness, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make it clear that Bad Robot will go from destroying one franchise in one medium to, at the very least, they're destroying a brand new franchise that no one will give a damn about. If the original devs of Left 4 Dead 2 and Left 4 Dead, the previous one, couldn't take the same concept and make it succeed for Back 4 Blood, then there's no chance that this project is going to succeed, okay? The Overwatch era is over. Concord was living proof of that. So that's my thought.
I agree wholeheartedly. Scoobs. Now that's a rant you got to follow. See what I did there? It's called being lazy.
I love it when I hear a woman do that. I do.
Why?
I like it when a woman says that as well.
I know the reason.
Because
if you ask them, they'll say because reasons.
that's right. Skill issue.
Consume product.
As if they haven't been fucking around with games enough as it is. This is the last damn thing we need. Just when we thought games were gonna get better, this shit happens, and I hate it. I mean,
I like it when it makes that noise as well. What is Scooby doing?
if this were a game right now, I would be throwing the controller across the room. Okay, this has to be a joke. I mean, I know it's way too soon for April Fools, but please tell me it is.
No, this is your Christmas gift.
Now that is one thing you don't want to hear a woman say. Is this an April Fool's joke?
If this is my Christmas gift, take it back because I don't want it.
Oh, damn.
I mean, having J.J. Abrams step into the video game sphere as well. Oh my God, he's doing the next fuck, movie-wise, he's doing "Oh, the Places You'll Go." I mean, come on, this is just insane. Bad Robot.
It's gonna hurt people because he's gonna put lens flare everywhere.
Bad Robot Go. Bad Robot Go implode on yourself. I don't care about your shitty games anymore. The last Left 4 Dead game left a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, no, this, no, I can't.
Oh, and I just looked up something real quick, and
Yes, sir.
you can see the trajectory here. I asked Google how many people are working for the Bad Robots video game division. They're at 114 people, and we know that's going to grow.
I had no
How many Bad
idea
Robots
JJ
employees it take to take a franchise? I guess we'll find out. All I was thinking is that my eyes were, and you'll have to take my word on this, glazing over, rolling back in my head listening to the article, because holy corpo jargon, Batman!
Right, it was. I couldn't even read it, and I'm trying to do my newscast voice, and I'm like,
There are 1,001 cinematic depictions of vampires that have more soul than that article and the person who wrote it.
Those are words.
Those are words. They chained themselves into a sentence where they sense we're still trying to figure that out.
A lot of noise meaning nothing, much like Lost, and this is probably relevant. I remember living through Lost, and I got to listen to all a bunch of pseudo-integral sophists explaining how it was master of storytelling and had this great plan, you just didn't understand it, you rube, only to have the last episode come out and, well, they all went mysteriously silent. But my urge to kick them in the crotch never went away.
That's very true.
Look, I'm not a huge fan. I played Back 4 Blood. I didn't like it very much. I really think this is just a terrible idea, and I can't wait for it to go ahead and flop. Maybe they could just jump ahead to it flopping and move, declare bankruptcy. Just do it now. Save us the time.
Go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. They just need to land on the go to jail spot. That's all they need to do. Theta!
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
As somebody that actually does write blogs, websites, and does all sorts of copywriting type of stuff, this article really pisses me off. The fact that they're hiring people that write garbage like this, that don't double check any of their grammar, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it's like they're just putting out bullshit. But getting to the topic, J.J. Abrams and everybody that is writing movies these days, they want to be God. They want to not entertain people. They don't want to make good content. They want to be seen as the person that changed everything, that made everything theirs. They want to be seen as somebody that is as important. It's not about the material. It's not about making a good product. It's about them. It's always about them. They're the narcissists of the world, and that's why we need to change it. We need to get people that have good ideas, that want to watch good movies and want to write good movies, and we need to get them in these seats. And luckily, we have the technology now that we don't have to spend millions of dollars to do it. But if we have a good idea, let's make it. Let's make these projects and pull people like J.J. Abrams, Zack Snyder, all these narcissists out of their chair. Just get them out of Hollywood completely. Let's burn Hollywood to the ground, and let's get our asses in there and fix it.
Don't you want Rebel Moon the game, Theta?
No, I don't.
Imagine if Zack Snyder made a bloody game. You'd get two games, then a family member would off themselves, and then he'd never do it again.
Some of the best games that are coming out are old school, like beat 'em ups. Like there's this Marvel Cosmic Invasion that just came out.
I got it. Shout out
Dude,
to Enemy Night for gifting it to me.
God, I want it so bad. If anybody wants to gift it to me, I would gladly I would happily accept it. But that looks awesome.
But yeah, you are 100% right on that. A lot of people out there, this is what I was alluding to earlier, but didn't really get a chance to because I was too pissed off. They want to see themselves in the damn game. This goes straight to the DEI. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's leaving the games." No, it's in there. It's gonna be in there because a lot of people, they want to be gods. They want to see themselves in the games that they make because they think they are all important. That is not the case. We want you out of our games. We do not want you in them. We want you out of them.
Well, and it's not only that they want to be gods, they think they are gods already. They think they're being worshipped by people like us, but really they don't. I mean, they have their heads so far up their asses that they don't understand that we see through their bullshit.
No, it's not that. It's what it is they think that the main audience they need to appeal to is the quote unquote modern audience, which worships them as gods without realizing that us gamers, real gamers, know the truth. We know you're not gods. We know you're not trying to appeal to us. You're just trying to appeal to one group who actually does see you as gods.
I think that number is getting smaller by the day, though. I think that people are starting to see through it.
It's not gonna dwindle anytime soon. It's gonna be around for quite a while, and that's another thing that pisses me off. As for Sony, I love Sony. I'm a longtime supporter of Sony, but I will call out their bullshit when they do something, and they just pulled a bullshit move right there. This is not something they should have done. It's a BS move on them. It's a bullcrap move. It makes me want to smack them.
So a few things. So it does look like that Mike Booth, he never worked on Back for Blood. He was hired on when Bad Robot created their gaming studio back in 2020.
We caught him in a lie.
So honestly, what this tells me is that this really isn't the news, and we're just catching. Well, I guess we're just catching up to the news because I don't think anyone heard about this in 2020 or even knew about it. But if they already, after 5 years, almost 6, need 10-cent investment, that already tells me that they're hemorrhaging money. And I think that's actually the real story, is that 10 Cent, they just seem to have their hands everywhere, and it would not surprise me if they did this tiny investment into Bad Robot so that they can't really make up the funds over and over again. They have a game that flops. What's Bad Robot gonna do? Put their film production on collateral or shut it down. And I think this is Tencent's way of truly getting into the film industry as a slow burn, because J.J. Abrams is not he is not business savvy.
Well, he's going to make a music label next.
He's going to make a music label, and he's going to do a clothing line, and
some sneakers,
cologne and perfume lines. So he's going to be the next.
These people have no idea what is going on. Wow, I thought they were dumb. I didn't know they were this dumb.
No, it's that they're narcissists. That's the thing. It's not that they're so much dumb, even though they are dumb. They're really dumb, but they're more narcissistic than they're dumb. Right. And that's saying something, because they are pretty dumb.
It's the whole malice versus incompetence argument. No matter the cause, the effect is still the same. Tencent do have a history, as Mr. Nobody pointed out, in regards to doing things like this. Look at Ubisoft and how Tencent literally backed up failure so that they could gobble up franchises at minimal cost. So they do have a history of doing this, and expect nothing less from a company that's part of a country that will do whatever it takes to be on top.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and it's basically the game-making wing of the Chinese Communist Party, which I see nothing good coming from them owning still more of any American media market.
Your soul is mine.
Before we get to our next segment that's in the schedule, I know that nobody wanted to bring up some of the gaming elements with the merger with Time Warner and Netflix. So now is your time to bring that to our attention, my friend.
Yeah, so kind of a few things, because the one thing that I was kind of considering is that we all know how Netflix gaming is going, right, guys? We're playing that all the time, right? Right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's so good. So this is actually, if there was one thing, because they haven't been doing well in their gaming space with using Netflix. Now with this, I think they do. I'm half glass full here. I don't think it's gonna happen, but half glass full idea. Netflix, pay attention. So one thing that they have is the Nemesis system.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember that? So
that sounds like a self-destruct protocol.
No, the Nemesis system is a way for whenever you get defeated by a boss, they get stronger. Or something.
It's a very complex system that I forget what the exact studio was, but WV holds the trademark, the patent, the license to it, so no one else can even replicate anything like it. It's so specific. Right. So not only their IPs but their patents, if they start leasing those out to other gaming studios or even independent other indie game studios, I think that could be a net positive for them and look very well in the game industry. If they're like, you know what, we make TV shows, we make movies, this gaming stuff isn't working out, how about we start leasing these properties and these technologies that we have to other gaming studios so that we can look good, at least in the gamer's eyes. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen whatsoever, but I think it'd be a smart decision on their front.
Right.
Well, I have heard on the grapevine that if YouTube actively changes and promotes itself as a streaming service, then Netflix would consider becoming a video sharing platform. So it's not beyond the realm of possibility for Netflix to do radical things. It's only on the premise of their competitors entering their space. So if a site like YouTube enters the Netflix space of becoming more like a streaming service, then Netflix TV has indicated that it would become more like YouTube. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine Netflix as like a video sharing platform or as a live streaming platform?
In that case, I'm all up for competition, and I'd be interested to see what they do. But I think that YouTube, even among the other platforms like Rumble, Kick, we'll see what happens with Twitch in the next year. But they just have a too big of a stranglehold for Netflix to really go out right now, unless they really kick the door down and did similar things like Kick did. They're like 90% profit sharing. This. If they really made it very, very palpable for creators and viewers, I think that they could do that. I don't think they know how to. I don't think they know the first thing about doing that, and it would be a very slow burn if they started even whatsoever.
I have one quick thing to add to that too. I think a lot of companies that do music, movies, TV shows, all that stuff, they're all, and this is going back to a story months ago. But Hasbro spent a couple $2 billion because they want to get into the gaming sphere. They think the gaming market is where all the money's at. But you have to have a good team and have to know how to make a good game to be able to succeed in that business. And Hasbro has given up on making figures. I mean, they stopped making good figures anyway, but. That's another story. But anyway,
I think what kicked off that mindset over at Netflix was when Cobra Kai went over to YouTube, when it was available on YouTube, and they were of the mindset of, if YouTube starts to, in a sense, emulate a streaming service like a Netflix or like a Disney Plus, then what's to stop a company as vast as ourselves dabbling in content creation and live streaming, or at the very least supporting one of YouTube's competitors?
They certainly have the infrastructure to do it, but I don't think they know they have the know-how and the experience to do so.
Well, think about it this way, just to tie a bow on this. think if Netflix collaborated. I know it's probably never going to happen. What if Netflix collaborated with Kick? Mix the red and the green, and what do you get? Yella.
The best damn woman I ever seen. No, I'm kidding.
You get K and N. Wow.
I don't see that happening anytime soon, though. But it is an interesting thing, and this is news to me that Netflix was thinking about some sort of video sharing platform.
Oh, yeah. And only because of the fact that YouTube, it looked as if from Netflix's perspective that YouTube was, because YouTube has been talking about a corporate restructure, splitting themselves into three, and one of those three elements was essentially a Netflix competitor.
That's YouTube,
right?
I think they're going to do that with YouTube TV. That's my theory, because I think YouTube.com, as we know today,
I think you're right.
we can that is the video sharing platform, and it does dabble in like kind of a little bit of streaming tendencies here and there for like kind of as a tiny Netflix in certain ways. YouTube TV though, it has the live for especially with football, unless I think Disney and them cancel each other out recently, and I don't know too much about that. But I don't know. I just don't know what that. I don't know what that third branch would be though.
The third is the corporate structure where they handle all the admin and stuff. But that's the premise, ladies and gentlemen. If a company steps into your territory, you will naturally step into their territory, because that's how conflict works. Because if you don't, well, then you're asking for it at that stage. But this is how much we hate J.J. Abrams. We'd rather talk about YouTube versus Netflix.
For my part, I support any business decision that leads to Netflix's death.
Yes, agreed.
One silver lining, though, Mike Booth did not work on Back 4 Blood.
Excellent.
So that's one silver lining.
They didn't hire him.
Magnificent. I want to go ahead and welcome Wallace Lang into the chat, as well as Castle Grayskull. It's good to see you guys out and about. Hello and hail. Wallace brings up a good point, since we are currently on this discussion. He says, ironically, Warner used to own Atari, but when they sold Atari to Jack Tramiel, they were essentially out of the video game business. Yes.
Yep.
Bought it to kill it.
Bought it to kill it. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up and get to our next bit of some gaming news. It's time for us. And hail to Alice as well. I saw you, wasn't able to hail you because the conversation was too good, but it's a pleasure to see you as well, my dear. Let's go ahead and wrap this one up and get to our next bit of gaming news. Let's do a little bit of some positives now that we've chewed through some of the fat here. So I'm kind of stoked for this, simply because I grew up with this game franchise. Let's see how this one's going to look up. Anybody who knows me knows that I love car combat. I grew up with Twisted Metal. I grew up with Carmageddon, Vigilante 8, Rogue Trip, Vacation 2012 on the original PlayStation, and many, many more. Carmageddon has had a bad rep for making some pretty bad games. Their last title notwithstanding. Their load times were absolutely abysmal. And it was still just a demolition derby. It didn't have a lot of like the mounted weapons that I want to see in car combat games again. There's only like 2 or 3 car combat games out there, and they're like free to play, pay to win, microtransaction BS. But when I saw this, I was like, oh, please let it be good. So let's go ahead and give this a quick watch. If it will play. Oh, really? If it isn't one thing, it's another one. Let me refresh this, please.
I think there's an ad that plays.
Don't work.
There we go. All right. Now playing. Yes, the announcement trailer. We know. Hang on.
They have to announce that they're playing the.
Same as that ad I had when you sent me the article.
My kids to be able to do the same.
What a pain in the butt.
So when work started to slow down,
there's not enough guy in this advert,
and we welcome Meta.
Yeah, might as well freely talk over these.
Here we go.
1 minute warning.
Oh God, this actually looks. This pumped, dude. Really?
I remember this game.
It's been 20 years.
This actually looks really good.
It really does.
It reminds me of Twisted Metal.
Yes.
I don't want to be a potty pooper, so I'm going to stay quiet. With my friend.
This looks sexy.
It does. It's not my kind of game, but it does look good.
This looks sexy.
I'm
Give
intrigued.
me my car combat. Damn it.
Oh no!
We-
You're right. I do have a full plate.
Oh man, I tell you, I am super stoked for some car combat. Now, what's unfortunate is the last Carmageddon that dropped ended up flopping pretty hard because it had rendering issues, had long load times, and the AI was pretty janky. And hail to Donna Hergenrether. Howdy, neighbor. Good to see you. Good to see you. So I'm actually hopeful for this one, but I'm pretty certain that there may be some issues with it. Obviously, the Carmageddon Studios doesn't have as much money as they once did. The controversy behind the game goes back. It's a tale as old as time. It is a game that was originally banned in Australia and in the United Kingdom simply because it was Death Race 2000 back in the day, where you got points for running over pedestrians, regardless of what pedestrians they were. And many more. Castle Grayskull says, what will happen to the big directors like Nolan and Villeneuve that basically had carte blanche to do whatever they wanted? Will they now go elsewhere? Sorry if the question has already been asked. Well, we have not asked that question in particular, but because we are Infro Games, yes, eventually changed its corporate name to Atari Interactive. Yes, it did. But I'm personally stoked. For the announcement of this game. And of course, if the computer that Richard so generously donated me can play it, you damn well better believe I'm going to be playing it on this channel. Just because my car combat, it's coming back. I also want to make a side note before we start passing the talking stick that this is breaking news. And what I heard is Unreal Tournament 2004 is going to be freeware. I've modded that game extensively growing up when I was a kid. And now I'm going to be able to not need my disc anymore.
Oh, wow.
So that's 2 bits of good news. One's hopeful, one's guaranteed. So gaming's not dead. Everybody, pop culture might be, but gaming is still holding on by a meager thread. What are your thoughts on this particular title, Nobody, and will you play it?
Well, the thing is, I don't really play I don't have a Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo Switch 2 or anything like that. And it seems like that, between Mario Kart and I mean, Sonic Racers is pretty decent. It's a great competitor, but it's been a little while since we've had a car combat game that actually feels like it's for adults, and that there's and I can see the pedestrians are zombie-like creatures, so that's probably how they get around that. I don't know anything about the franchise, but the first thing that says to me is like, okay, well, it seems like Twisted Metal is dead. What's around the corner? Because I've never been a car racing guy. Even like like Gran Turismo. I'm like, okay, you're driving.
Yeah.
Cool. Right. So for me, I look at this, I go, okay, this actually might be something I might pick up for myself and see. I like it. I'm not the biggest multiplayer guy, but if there was multiplayer, car driving actually seems pretty good to me, because if I come in last place, I actually don't feel bad. When I do something wrong in Apex Legends, I have a 12-year-old that screams at me, and then I put down the controller, walk away into the ocean in shame. And that has happened like a few years ago. I was like, nope, that's not for me.
Look at it this way. If you can't drive good in a car combat game, you don't need to drive good. You just need to, I don't know, eliminate the competition.
Exactly. Level the playing field by leveling them. By leveling them.
Absolutely.
Ram your brother or sister right off of the edge of Rainbow Road.
That did not sound good, but I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you played Mario Kart,
Digny, what are your thoughts on this bit of good news?
Oh, I think it's great to see Need for Speed with guns coming back, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
God, yeah.
I did say that my perspective on this was not going to be a positive one, folks, because why be positive about anything? Let's be a doomer until the end of days. But one of my favorite free-to-play games is Crossout, which is a Russian-made game for a Western audience, which somehow hasn't been sanctioned to death because it's been
Crossout,
so successful.
that's the one I was mentioning about free to play but pay to win, because there is
Yep.
a curve on it that's like, ugh. That's
Is
why
this game
I
gonna be free to play? Carmageddon?
I don't know. Probably not, but I don't think it's going to
No,
have a bunch of
most likely,
microtransactions
Yeah.
either.
most likely not. But we have to consider, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a piece of good news. When I saw the trailer, my instant thought was Need for Speed with guns, which I don't know whether that's a positive or a negative, folks. When it comes to driving games, of course, Gran Turismo has destroyed itself with its seventh incarnation. So
Yeah.
much so that the most popular driving game in this day and age is the only thing Xbox has going for it, and that's the Forza Horizon series.
Mhm.
I can't believe how many people play that game. But looking at this, it's a piece of good news. You could say it's Wreckfest with guns. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Wreckfest make a third game with weaponry in it as a result of seeing this. Because they seem to be that kind of game to nick ideas from their competitors. But it's good to see this development being made. It's just, it's not for me. I already have that scratch itch.
I was
I get
expecting
that.
something so
Trash.
much more negative, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, that's actually fairly neutral.
I was about to say, that was so neutral that I was like, if we don't make it out of here alive, tell my wife hello.
Where's Digny's cynicism nowadays?
Right, no.
Is he turning a new route?
I know. Scoob, what's your thoughts on this? Hopefully not as neutral as the neutral zone.
Well, personally, I like racing games. Gran Turismo 5 is and always will be my favorite. A lot of people don't realize this, but Forza and Gran Turismo are vastly different. One is an actual racing game. The other one is a racing simulator. It is not meant to be considered serious at all. It's a racing simulator. When Gran Turismo 7 came out, I pretty much took my wheel and pedals and stuff and just tucked those in a little corner. But I love Twisted Metal. I thought Twisted Metal was very fun. I never played the first Carmageddon, but looking at this one leaves me skeptical. It looks, from what I see, it's just a bunch, from what they showed gameplay wise so far. I saw like just a very, 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 very few enemies. And just like ramming each other from the side and then just driving straight. I'm sorry, but that doesn't look like very action-packed kind of car game to me. This is one of those games where I'm just, I would rather keep an eye out on it before I make any true judgment, because this just doesn't look that interesting at all. It doesn't grab my attention. It looks boring.
Interesting. I think that you have a fair point there. Is that we actually really did, as cool as everything does look. I do like the graphics and the models of the cars. It looks like there's a lot of detail going on to that, but we actually didn't really see a lot. So
No, it was an announcement trailer. It could very well be an alpha build. I mean, there's a lot of things.
Yeah, we've all been tricked by that alpha build crap. We see it, we like it, we're like, ooh, we buy the game, and
then you watch a trailer again, you're like, wait, this is a bunch of jump cuts.
I got my CDRWs of cars that I developed for UT2K4 in the hopes that I still will have my car combat in my soon to be free Unreal Tournament 2K4. So either way, I'm winning out. I'm getting my car combat. Director, what are your thoughts?
Well, I'm happy for you. I remember dealing with all the loud pearl clutching and whinging about censorship, and basically it was always about censorship, about how awful it was. These pixels were being run over by these other pixels, but those pixels are supposed to be people, and that makes this a very bad thing for bad people. That infuriated me then and infuriates me now. I see that they're not going to be so bold as to challenge that in the slightest with these zombies, and I didn't see any caveat in the corner saying includes actual game footage. So I hope they live up to your aspirations at this point. I'm not too certain about that. Again, if they had been so bold as to have the cars flying through random mobs of people, at least they were being bold on that point. As it is, it seems that people aren't really challenging censorship much anymore. There was a game released, or tried to be released, called Horses, and that was just about people being used as horses. And that got banned off of Steam and countless other platforms as well. And from that freaks me out, because it mostly just tells me something about the game pissed off people with power. There's nothing innately horrific about it otherwise.
Correct.
Isn't Horses a horror game though?
Yeah, there's a whole thing about that. Like, essentially, as far as I can recall, essentially when they first like kind of gave the basics to Steam, it was a little girl and not a full-grown woman that's riding on the shoulders of these horse human-looking creatures. They ended up,
no, they're humans with masks on.
Yeah.
The point is that the horror is that they're reducing people to animals.
Right. And the thing is, it was initially a little girl, and the concept back in like 2022 or 2023, they have since made that little girl into like an adult, and they said that it does work better. But Steam is refusing to allow their game, even though they made the changes. Their explanation is incredibly vague. So there's just a lot of question marks around that.
Not just Steam, Humble, I believe Epic also just try him to wipe it out. And there's something very suspicious about that. Yes. Otherwise, I like Twisted Metal. I don't know if I would like this because I haven't seen enough of how it's played, but I could see myself giving it a try.
I think we should all give the old college try, and who knows? Some of us may like it, some of us may just shelve it.
Hey, if it comes out a year or two from now, you can invite us all back, and we'll see if it has the fun factor.
I just hope it doesn't turn out to be a Temu. I hope it doesn't turn out to be a Temu car.
Well, it does have a early 2026 released. I'm stoked for 2026 because my favorite game I'm currently playing, Suzerain, has it's either 2 DLCs coming up or 1 DLC in a brand new game.
Sounds
it's
Gucci.
A political game,
Gucci.
which would probably bore everyone else here. But I find it entertaining.
We do try to avoid the politics whole and in large. Theta, your thoughts? Are you going to be running over zombies and blowing up people in their cars?
I'm afraid I'm going to be a little milk toast on this, on the fence, as well as Digny. Car games in general, they're fun for the arcade and stuff like that. I grew up playing Cruis'n USA, all the classics and stuff in the arcades. Twisted Metal I rented a couple times. I played it a little bit, but I never got into it. I could see myself playing it though with a group of people, a group of friends.
Right.
That's where I would really see myself getting into it. Is having a group of friends that I'm really connected to, and could talk shit to and stuff like that, and just have a good time, just going ape shit, upgrading your cars and your weapons, all sorts of stuff like that. So I could see myself getting into it that way, but playing it on my own, I know I wouldn't play it for more than 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, just a campaign, just to finish the campaign.
Exactly. Yeah.
You wouldn't be going back and playing bot matches.
Exactly. Yeah.
And that's a fair statement. I don't like playing bot matches either, unless I'm like bored or I'm doing something in the background that's rendering.
Yeah.
And now Castle Grayskull, who is the first time here. Oh, my friend, now I actually get to show you what I was talking about. Just one side anecdotal point of interest. As I told you, I am a voice actor, and I do have a lot of shorts starring Skeletor. So I will go ahead and I will play a few for you. if you'll indulge me, gentlemen and ladies on the panel, or lady on the panel, let's just throw out one that we've not uploaded yet. Well, we could just go with this one. This one's a classic. I'll just play this for you.
Remember, if someone gives you fruitcake for Christmas, don't throw it away. Throw it at them. Until we meet again.
Just saying. Just in time for Christmas, right? Right. All right, let's do one more and then we'll get back to the show proper. But I just wanted to, thank you for, I think you subscribed to my, oh my God, really?
Are you the person that wrote that article earlier and you're just covering it up?
Yeah, no kidding. Let's go with
make a really good fruitcake. That's all I'm saying.
Let's go with this one and then we'll get back to the show proper. So that we don't deviate too much.
Remember, if your birthday is in September, it means your mom likely received your father's Yule log under the mistletoe. Until next time.
That's
there
a good one.
Nice.
That's a good one.
Yep. There you go. There you go. There's you some Skeletor. I told you Skeletor lived here in New York, but let's go ahead and get back to the show proper. I made a promise to Castle Grayskull in another chat, and I had to deliver.
And Castle, yes. Wait until you see Skeletron.
Oh yeah, Skeletron. Ledoux basically during the last matinee, which is our variety show, which is where I get up here and I just do a bunch of skits and bits and whatnot. Totally different show than this one. She wanted Skeletron. She said Skeletron, and then she was like, Skeletron can't hurt you. And then I just pulled up the avatar, turned on the voice, and she's just like, I fucking hate you.
She was unicorn.
I miss seeing Ledoux around.
She's doing well. She's doing well.
Good.
All right, let's get back to the show proper. We've gotten through some serious stuff. Let's do something a little bit more odd and off the wall, shall we? All right, in today's bit of odd news, and I think this is actually kind of good news, a RoboCop statue was installed in Detroit after nearly 15 years. An 11-foot-tall bronze statue of science fiction hero RoboCop has been installed in Detroit after nearly 15 years of planning. The 2.5-ton sculpture, which depicts RoboCop as portrayed by actor Peter Weller in the eponymous 1987 film, I almost said 1897, was installed Wednesday outside the Free Age production studio in Detroit's Eastern Market. I love it, Jim Toscano, owner of Free Age Production Studio, told M Live. It looks great. It's super impressive and has always brought a lot of nice people around. The story of the statue began in 2011 when then Detroit Mayor Dave Bing responded to a tweet suggesting the city erect a statue of RoboCop. Bing said that the now deleted tweet that there were no plans to install such a statue, but the exchange sparked the launch of a fan-led campaign that made the artwork a reality. Brandon Wally, board president of the community arts group Imagination Station, and Jerry Palendorf, co-founder and CEO of Loveland Technologies, launched a Kickstarter campaign that raised $67,436 towards the effort. Wow! The statue was crafted by Detroit sculptor Giorgio Gickus and was completed in 2017, but placement continued to face delays from issues including legal clearance from MGM, which holds the rights to said character. Wally said that now that the statue is finally in place, the plans of it being started for the official welcome ceremony that will hopefully include an appearance by none other than Weller. And we'll just go ahead and bring this up right quick.
15 years in the...
And we'll just bring this up here. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen.
Whoa. I'm so glad they're paying homage to the actual RoboCop and not the remake. I was so scared that they would put the remake version that came out with Michael Keaton and all those.
That looks like a face meme.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah.
And what's funny
is how happy he is.
And what's funny is a lot of people don't know that it is one of the bloodiest movies in all time.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Well, ED209 turning that guy into basically tomato paste, notwithstanding. But you could just look here. And there's the close-up shot. Let's see if there we go. Look at that. That's
beautiful.
Gorgeous. That's
Yeah.
How long
gorgeous.
did this take?
15
years.
Wow.
Decade and a half.
I don't like the area they put it in. They should have put it in a much nicer area.
Well, this is Detroit. There is no such thing as a
Yeah,
nice
they're really
area.
yeah.
Come on.
I mean, that's kind of the whole. That's kind of the whole point of the Peter Verhoeven movie.
Literally, it's
they
next
should
to.
have put it in the nicest area of Detroit where there weren't a whole bunch of
I
bodies.
think they did.
The placing it of it in Detroit created the nicest place in Detroit.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, where there
Look
weren't
at
a
those
whole bunch of
bricked up
bodies.
windows.
Yeah, I think they should have tossed it. I should think they should have put it in somewhere where there's not a whole bunch of bodies and electrical things around there. They should have. They should have talked it over
Scooby's
with.
never been to
Sammy
Detroit.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Right?
trying to assume
They should have had a
this
little.
was the
They
best.
should have had a little talk with Sammy 3-Pete as to where to put it.
Yeah, poor Sammy. He's up there in D-Town, and God bless him for it, man. White guy in Detroit.
Well,
They should have been
Italian.
like, Sammy 3-Pete, we come to you asking where should it go.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely. But I digress. In front of Detroit City Hall or in front of the tallest skyscraper there? Nope, it's in front of some otherwise not so traversed shopping center. But that is a bit of odd news. Detroit, a.k.a. New Fallujah. That's right. Hail to Griffin DBK. Good to see you, sir.
It looks like they put it in the place where they shot that scene where he shot that guy's dick.
Ladies
Now,
and
that would be
gentlemen,
apt.
America, where it takes 15 years to put up a statue, but 15 seconds to tear one down.
True.
It's about time after 15 years of neglecting the original RoboCop in Detroit. Well, I mean, this is Detroit. If you want to play Fallout in real life, just go to Detroit Motor City.
Detroit is a fantastic example. If you want to describe America as a city, Detroit is a fantastic example. 50, 60 years ago, it was one of the most peaceful, prosperous cities in the U.S., and now it's a dumpster heap.
Agreed. Let's go ahead and go around the horn and get everybody's thoughts on this, and then we'll get into our community news segment of the week where we poke fun at the otherwise successful streamers, where people like us should be successful. That's the way we cope with our situations. Those bastards. Put on your smiles!
Someday.
In the meantime, in between time, nobody. What's your thoughts on this bit of odd news?
I mean, it's out of nowhere. It looks really cool. I really hope that people don't graffiti it, but it's Detroit,
yeah.
so it's probably gonna happen. I'm gonna be shunned right now. I have never seen RoboCop.
Okay, get out of here right now.
No,
Get out.
no.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Easy number one.
I'm
easy number
just
one.
messing around.
Is
But no,
engine
you
still
gotta
powerful
see-
enough
I'm
to
just gonna
stop the
leave
stream
and
just
go to
turn
my
into a
concert right now,
RoboCop
where I have millions of fans. See, look at them all. Look at them all.
You
Oh, my
successful
millions of
streaming motherfucker!
Yeah, no, I'm just
Oh,
kidding. No,
no.
but no, I highly recommend you check out the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, please do. It's a thrill ride. It's a thrill ride. I think you're gonna like it.
Have you seen Starship Troopers? It's by the same person. The movie.
I know of it. I have not watched it.
Oh
Man,
my
I
God!
know, I
Oh,
know.
We're
you
gonna
are
have
missing
to do a double
out.
feature. We're gonna have to do a double feature for nobody. We're just gonna have.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to let nobody know. I don't blame you. It's okay.
Yeah,
Nobody-
I've missed
I
out
feel
on a
comforted.
lot of good movies too. So
No, that's nothing. Play you
don't worry
twice
about
hard.
it.
I don't deserve this tie.
No, shut up. It's all right.
Dad, everybody shut me. Get the tar and the feathers. Hey, Digby, what's up?
Hello, Mr. Tony Stank. In regards to this topic, ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason they made the statue black. That way it won't be torn down. In regards to this situation, I really want to focus more on the fact that this took 15 years, Because if the Chinese built this, it would have been done within 15 hours. Okay, it would have collapsed within 15 months, but they just
you get what you
rebuild
pay
it
for.
again.
You just get what you pay for. Now,
It's amazing we
granted,
do
you don't pay
tinfoil.
for it. Yeah.
And I think this situation, although it's supposed to be a more lighthearted, more funny topic, is a symptom, unfortunately, of a wider problem. Why does it take so long to get things done in the Western world? It's because of all this red tape and useless procedure. If a city wants to build something, let them build it. Build it and they will come. Detroit is literally a fantastic example of that. It was the hub of American industry and car production in the 50s and 60s, and it was one of the most peaceful, prosperous cities in the U.S. I was ripped from the city in the 90s. People loved the 90s. Well, Detroit didn't like the fucking 90s. I can tell you that for a fact. And now it's a husk.
I can answer that for you when it comes to my turn. So,
Well, that'll be in just a few. Scoobs, your thoughts?
I loved the movie. I can imagine that the reason it took 15 years was probably not, like Digny said, it was probably due to a lot of red tape, but also a lot of fee-fees, a lot of people's feelings. They probably didn't want to hurt a lot of people's feelings, but at the same time, you can't please every single fucking person in the world. If you're not going to do it, then the fans are definitely going to step up and do it because it's what they want. Knock, knock. Hello, open your eyes. It's just like, if they want something, they're going to do whatever they can to get it. It's an awesome statue. The moment the idea for it came out, it should have been processed.
Right.
Why it
I
took
agree.
15 years is ridiculous, because doing this a lot sooner than 15 years would have brought in a hell of a lot of tourism into it.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of tourists probably would have risked their lives in order to see a RoboCop statue.
Instagram would be filled with photos.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I stand by what I said. They should have consulted with Sammy Threepeat as to where they should have put it.
Oh, and just for comparison, guys, it took 3 years to build the statue of David.
3 years, ladies and gentlemen.
And you got, it took 15 years to build this. Yet in New York, bronze statues of black women are popping up all over the place. It's like, wow.
I
This
don't
is the
see
best
those bringing tourism.
I've ever seen, and it's popping up for
And
no
hail
reason.
to K Shoal coming in on both sides of the broadcast. Thank you for supporting both platforms. We appreciate
welcome.
you. Wallace goes on to say at you, Digny, that only Stan the Man is allowed to call Tony Stank by Tony Stank. But I digress.
He's dead, so
Well,
Somebody has to do it.
yeah.
we'll talk to the director. What's your thoughts on this?
A beautiful statue. I'm with everyone. It should have been put front and center, somewhere well visible, with constant security cameras to document when it gets hideously vandalized, which I don't think would change no matter what color they made it. It's good that we got some images of it right now, though, because it is a fantastic piece. I think, quite frankly, they might be wishing for a dystopian future where they get an actual RoboCop, bring some order back.
I'd buy that for $1.
You look, at the rate they're going, that dystopian future seems positively optimistic by comparison.
Yes.
Elon's working on it.
Now, you see, if
He's
that
working
were
on
to
it.
happen, that is where I would laugh, because there's those street performers out there who like to color themselves up all in bronze and act like a statue, and people come up to them and all of a sudden they move and scare the crap out of people. If that were to happen in Detroit, you could have like two RoboCops standing next to each other. Nobody would know the wiser which one was the real one until one of them tries to grab you.
Right.
or one of them gets vandalized. Whichever
Yes.
comes first.
Tylenol, the kid says we need a statue of dignity.
Oh God.
Yes, yes, you do.
No!
Yes,
you
you
Oh,
do.
no!
And you're gonna have to kiss it too. I mean, it's very interesting. Sorry, Theta, but it's very interesting getting Arquetta's perspective, considering he looks equipped to commit a murder right now.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord of mercy.
Look at him! Look at him! All equipped, all the gloves and all the special lab equipment. I've never seen you and Jay Viper in the same room. Are you sure you're not the same person?
Pretty sure, and I wouldn't be committing a murder. I'd be developing the thing that would commit the murder. It's a
Or
important
you'd be
distinction.
hiring me.
Yes.
Or he would just outsource to me because he's already getting an orbital laser platform for me for Christmas because DC's already got like 3 of them. So,
Aw,
yeah. Well,
you
Yeah,
really
no.
didn't have to.
But
Well,
I'm the silent
you know
assassin
me.
there. I'm his silent assassin. He can send a girl anywhere, and I'll kill. Poison is the best way to go, I find.
You bet.
I hope not to have reason, but if I do, I'll be sure to keep you in mind.
You bet. Theta, what are your thoughts on
All
Dead or
right.
Alive? You're erecting
Yes,
a statue with me.
I can answer all of your questions. Detroit is one of the worst places in the world. It's like Seattle, California, New York. It is run by a bunch of leftists and the old administration. They don't want police. They want to defund the police and stuff like that. So the reason that it took so long is because of the last administrations. All the red tape, all the people. That wasn't because of the city or the things that they had to go through. If a state wants to put up a statue, they can put it up like that without anything at all. But because it's in Detroit, which is exactly why Peter Verhoeven made the movie in Detroit, is because it is known as the murder capital, basically, of the world.
Crime Central.
Crime Central. Exactly. I mean, that's exactly why the movie is based there. And the reason they didn't want that statue there is because it represents authority. It represents a cracking down on villainy, on crime, on people that the mayor and governor, all the people that run Illinois, they all support it. They all support the criminal aspect of that. So they didn't want to put that statue up. Now that we have a new administration in, we got that finally pushed through. So that's yeah.
Theta, I may not be American, but I know Detroit is in Michigan.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. My bad. But the whole point is that it is run by the people that were in the last administration, and they just don't want to fix the problems.
Wait, I am American. Why don't you show everyone, Tony?
I see that, and I'm gonna have to. Sorry, man. We got as much as I like a good political joke, we gotta.
That's all right.
No, thank you.
Well, now I want to know what it's about.
Yeah, same here.
No, you're not allowed to. Only Tony can see me in my purest form.
I gotta say, if they were to remake that movie in another dangerous city, they'd be picking Baltimore. Because
Or
Baltimore
Seattle.
is Baltimore, Maryland. They would because Baltimore, Maryland is now in the official top 3 of the most dangerous.
You guys, the most dangerous city in America is Minneapolis, Minnesota.
There's just too many minis for Mickey to deal with, and that's the
There's
reason
a-
why he's constantly cheated off. Minnie cheated on Mickey in Minneapolis, Minnesota. See, I need to turn that into a tongue twister. That's now on the docket. Well, Sling says, Tony, I thought you had fully updated the reactor in the basement of a certain castle so that our good friend DC can keep a certain squid inside his fishbowl. That was destroyed. Heck, almost a year ago to the day. We've actually been trying to get some more material down there. Yes, and hail to Emerald Gemstone out there. One of my friends that I have had Alistor bring to our little community here. Yes, the Radio Demon will be on the VR chat circuits later on this evening per the schedule for some mingling. He's not going to be doing a radio broadcast in full, but he will be down there bringing more fans of Hasbin to my ever-growing, let's just call it empire. For sure. With that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and put this one to bed. And then we're going to go ahead and start making fun of those successful people that shouldn't be successful when we should. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for some community news.
Why can't we all just get along?
Why indeed? Let me tell you why. Because somebody by the name of Pokimane, of all people, okay, explains why she's really into celibacy.
Oh, God.
The e-girl of e-girls.
Some would say the original.
Yeah.
The original freaking e-girls said, oh, I like it when a man waits till they're married. Get the fuck out of here. My God in heaven.
So what you're saying is Pokemon's exposing a ring.
I sure as fuck hope so. But she says, and I quote, so many upsides to pacing yourself. You can avoid becoming attached to the wrong person. It kind of feels like pacing yourself is one of the new counterculture. Listen, sweetheart. All right. Can I call you that? I think a lot of people do whenever they're being creeps at you and you don't even know it. There's no instance that you need to be culturing men who are gooning over you to continue. Oh, wait, maybe that is the business platform.
Yeah, it has been for the past
It's the article, folks.
decade.
Here we go. Let's just play the clip and get it over with so we can all have a good laugh. And then we'll have another fun segment. We're going to be watching Max the Cat. Max's channel's back up on YouTube, and the GoPro wearing bully of the street is making a triumphant return to our fun segment this week. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We went through the bad stuff. Now we get to have a little fun. First, by pointing and laughing at this idiot.
Tell you a secret? I'm really into celibacy, and that can range from not kissing on the first date to saving yourself for marriage.
Lord have mercy while I'm doing my makeup. Wait, let's make this big. Her favorite video game, Date Nothing. Yeah, right. Right.
It's a whole spectrum, and honestly, there are so many upsides to pacing yourself
when it comes to your wallet and giving your money to me for naughty pictures.
When it comes to intimacy. For
intimacy or virtual intimacy for $9.99 an hour.
Starters, you can avoid becoming attached to the wrong person.
Well, like you.
We all know what that's like. And that's because
we do.
Both physical and emotional intimacy releases oxytocin.
Because science is what these kids are science is what these kids are, she's trying to bait people with science. And Griffin DBK says, later, loser, I have a better stream to attend. Oh, you must be the one that I'm rating? Oh, wow. Such gratitude.
So much for rating them now.
Maybe I should just go ahead and rate Snowdub instead.
Don't run away from it. If you run away from it, you'll be more afraid of it.
Even though you may not be compatible. We often think that falling in love is a mystical.
Fear not the e-thought.
Fear
Peace.
not the e-thought. I'd rather watch paint dry than watch that video. I agree. That's why we're making fun of her while we're doing it.
Yeah.
We always got to have a fun segment. And we're doing 2. So, yeah, so, you know.
Rare
this crap
experience,
right here.
but sometimes it's really just hormones and chemicals, too.
Lord of mercy. Love is just Morty. Love is just a chemical that compels animals to breed, Morty. It's pheromones, Morty. Oh, jeez. But I love Jessica. I really do. Fuck you, Morty. You don't know shit, Morty. You totally just buy some of this bathwater for this bitch right here, Morty.
I get to preserve my energy, and instead of constantly pouring into someone else, I can focus on the things I want to accomplish first.
Like selling my pictures to Gooners.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's
Oh,
all
wow. Went
about
on rails.
her gooners eating them cookies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for
Eating
watching
them
this
cookies.
video. Thank you for watching this video. By the way, my OnlyFans goes on every single night at 8 p.m.
That's right. You get to catch me on my OnlyFans. Be careful with saying the fan word.
Yeah.
YouTube don't like that. But
Yeah.
everybody gets the gist, right? Everybody
yeah.
gets the gist. Let's go ahead and just look at some of the reacts here. So this is the best part, right? So anal. I just Kada, baby. Kada says, I just don't understand the appeal of her. I know, right?
He said, no. Real quick, right? He says this, but she didn't show her feet once.
No feet. Yeah, right. He's there for defeat.
Mhm.
He's there for defeat.
And I know he's fucking live streaming with the rest of the Bigot verse now that they've kicked out Smash for some fucking reason. I don't know. But if Pokimane was showing her feet, if she was showing her feet throughout that conversation, he'd be simping. He's that kind of guy. Don't ask me how I know that.
All right, so Meme Bastard says she acts like she needs dick in her life. She's getting dick in her life. It's just not your dick. That's the whole point.
Don't fall for it, Canon Lee.
Is cool. Remain pure. Oh, such a coincidence that every female creator who sells their appearance for views and clout are all celibate or virgins. What are the odds? See, we asked 100 Americans this question. Is Pokimane a virgin? Survey says... That's right. She is not a virgin. That is 99 answered no. Do you want to play or pass? I'm going to pass. All right. Well, there's only one other answer. What would you like to say? No. Sorry, that's not the answer. The word we were looking for is... maybe.
I don't believe it for a second.
Can I tell you a secret? Uh-oh. I miss when streaming was about gaming and not just drama baiting and clip farming. Oh, from the horse's mouth. Oh, dear heavens me. Cool. We get it, Pokey. You get around in secret.
I love how that one guy has up top the picture of a rabbit saying,
yeah, you're going to be late. Yeah.
Biological clock ticking.
Mm-hmm. Crazy that this is the bravest take she's had in 10 years. Only one explanation is mental illness. That's right. Wait a minute. Where's the bathwater? Very duplicitous woman. At Grok, who is...
Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, can we please see this response?
I'm very curious as to
Grok's summary. Very curious response.
The world before and after this information. That is a good way to end it.
What does Grok say to that?
Yeah, what does Grok say? Can we click on that comment?
Yeah, sure. Grok, who is Pokimane? see what Grok says. Pokimane, real name up. Docs the bitch, docs the fucking bitch. And Monanix is a Moroccan-Canadian streamer and YouTuber born on May 14th, 1996. She is known for gaming content like Valorant and Fortnite on Twitch and YouTube. Co-founded Offline TV and has launched ventures like Snack Brand and Podcast as of 2025. She's a major influencer with awards including Forbes 30 under 30.
Oh wait, they went an extra mile. Like, thank you,
Thank you, Oh no! Let's see how far this rabbit hole goes. Pokimane is female. Her real name is Amani Agnes, and she's a prominent streamer and content creator. He just wanted to know if she was a man or a woman there. Grok, way to overachieve.
Oh man.
Well,
He was clearly hoping for another answer.
Is her mother Moroccan?
He was hoping that she was,
Is her mother or father
Definitely
Moroccan?
not.
That's what I want to know.
No,
I think she did
Not that
sell her
way.
bathwater too.
No,
Yeah.
the one who sold her bathwater was a blonde streamer.
Oh, that's
Belle
right.
Delphine. You know, they blend together in memory.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one who sold her bathwater was a blonde
Yes.
Belle Delphine.
from Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, and farts in mason jars, possibly. Who knows? Good night, Penny. Tucking the grandson in. It was a pleasure, my dear. So yes, these are the people that literally minimum zero effort, and they're the titans of the industry. And I'm like, here I am doing everything in my power. I'm gonna keep calm. Smiles, big smiles. So yes, now that we've had our first bit of fun, let's go ahead and watch cats fight each other with a GoPro. I think that's gonna be even more fun. We'll be right back after this a little bit of a long intro. That way everybody can get up, get a drink of water, go to the bathroom if they have to. This is courtesy of Mage Grey Wolf, who was part of our alumni here on StarkCast before it went on its hiatus, and it goes a little bit like this.
Small and fierce with tiny claws, they wreck your stuff from dusk till dawn. Tiny thunderous paws, chaos brings your hearts its song. Purring sounds before the rage. Tiny beasts escape the cage.
Oh boy, howdy.
I just saw Prowl, Ironhide, Ratchet, and Brawn die in front of my eyes again.
Oh no!
That reminded me of that music video I sent you of the Metallica cats.
Yes.
Singing "Feed Me Meow."
All right, so we're gonna give about 10 to 15 minutes, no more, and maybe even a little less. But Max the cat has returned, and he is once again owning the neighborhood, as is tradition. For those of you who are not in the know about who Max is, Max is a cat with a GoPro around his neck that has made himself the bully of the town. He is, for lack of a better word, kind of a dick. Let's go. Here we go. First victim up to bat.
Cat fight, cat fight, cat fight.
They're having an argument.
That's usually how cat fights go. They just yell at each other. Come on.
Internet
like a
debate.
police siren.
They do sound like police sirens.
Destiny versus Hassan.
Come on, somebody throw the first punch.
Throw the first punch. I don't think we're going to get much of a fight here.
It most sincerely sounds like internet debate.
Yeah, it definitely was an internet debate the entire time.
It's the encapsulation of Twitter.
Right there
Yes.
was an internet debate.
Now,
this
this one looks like he already had somebody in his, he already did bite a chunk out of somebody. Maybe it was this chunker right here.
diabolical touches.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh.
Does he
Is there
actually
gonna be a
fight
fight here?
these guys?
No, this one doesn't have a fight either because I'm scared. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah! Yeah!
Faster, pussycat. Kill, kill.
Feast upon him. He is weak.
Your soul is mine.
Your soul is mine.
Get over here, pussy.
Only got one thing to say to that. That we call a good old-fashioned. Well done. Oh, here we go.
Coming at you live from Detroit, Michigan.
Coming to you live from Detroit.
It's one hell of a car chase going on.
Dude, I've seen this cat literally run so fast.
We got
he runs
OJ
so
Simpson. We got
fast
OJ.
that he starts panting like a dog.
We got OJ Simpson up ahead with Max the cat coming up on behind.
Oh yes, my cat's freaking out. Oh no fighting. You gotta. This is the whole appeal of this dude's channel, because if there they go. That's right, Super Cat. That's right. See, the thing is, this cat is a big fucking bully, right? This dude gets these shorts sometimes get 5,000 likes, so you know they got to be getting up there in views. I don't own a cat anymore, but if I had this idea, I don't know if I would even have the ability to actually put him through that, because whenever I did own cats, they would get outside and they would fight the neighbors' cats. This is cats fight each other, and maybe we'll get to hear the dog.
Yeah, you can hear the panting.
He's like, he's not stopping. He's like the fucking Terminator. He just doesn't stop.
It's the fucking T-1000.
There is no escape. No escape.
You know what stands out to me is that the cat is doing it just to be a dick. This is clearly not
doing it to
going
be
for
a
the kill, just to be a dick.
Yeah.
I do wonder about the owner. He was just maybe he was just my cat's cool cat. I just wanted to see what he does during the day, and then just finds out that he's a major asshole outside the house.
Mr. Tibbs, no!
Max, how could you be such a dick? Oh well, uploads this to YouTube anyway.
Yeah.
The cat's running for its life, like, no, man, come on, stop, please, I beg you, I didn't do nothing wrong.
Hail to the great Mr. Eagle Flying. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Oh, look at the posture of this one. He's like, oh no, please. No. Oh, look at his face. He's like, please, I don't know what I did, but I don't want any. I don't know what I did, but I don't want any. Can I just go home?
And I bet you a lot of
Please?
these cats have already like gotten their ass beat before, and they're
Yeah,
just like, oh, no.
it's like I just want to go home.
StarkCast.
I suppose they know they can't run.
There's no hope. No hope.
They're
This is-
negotiating.
This ends in an argument. Oh, look at this poor fucker. Look at the look on his face.
Please don't. Please don't.
He's like, please.
His eyes are like, no.
I have a wife and 5 kittens, please. Please. I have a family. I have a family.
I'll tell you anything you want. I'll do whatever you say.
Sergeant Jenkins, serial number 181952KK. That's all you're gonna get out of me. Let's see if this
Like
is...
they're not even fighting over food. This cat is just a dick.
He's just
This
a
is
dick.
territory.
Uh-oh.
This is not surprising to me because you have to understand cats are tiny little killing machines. They're adorable killing machines. We enjoy having them around, but they're primarily little killing machines.
Pretty
Yes.
much.
You let them out.
They stand
they're going-
behind you. They stand behind you and go, Human, bring me food.
Meow's a judgment day too. Meow 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 meow.
Strictly speaking, this cat is probably doing numbers on YouTube because it's refraining from instead
Yeah,
shooting the
he's
heads
just-
off of all the small creatures in the area.
He just lowers his head and shows that his head is bigger than the other cat's head. And he's just like, ugh, you can't defeat me. Have a good night, Mr. Eagle Flying. Thank you for checking in. Thank you for the drive-by like and love. We appreciate you.
It's like a conservative going up against a leftist.
The cat running is my uncle. The one chasing is my big sister's cat. She hates him to the core. Would chase him around the world if she could. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's watch a couple more, and then we'll go ahead and start winding this puppy down. I think we've had a lot of fun today. We covered a lot of good topics. Let's have a little bit more fun before we have to say goodnight. Oh!
Jeez.
It's snorting. It's snarling at her. He's snarling. He's like...
Now this is how cats mate. This is a mating ritual.
No. God, how...
The male cat must force himself upon the female. It's the only way they can breed.
If that's a mating ritual, that's not like, bitch, get away from me. I don't want nothing to do with you.
Yeah, pretty much. Now, we found out that apparently based on that paw there, that Max must be a tuxedo of some sort because he's got just the glove there. So apparently he's just one of many of these tuxedos. Oh my God. Oh, is this a no-no cat? Who here has seen a no-no cat before?
A no-no cat?
All right, and it is a weird way that some cats, when they growl, they just go no.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this guy's definitely doing the no cat pose. I wonder if we're gonna get a no cat. He's doing the no. God, how has he got a voice after that? Oh my God, that's a lovely singing voice you have there, Max. Have you considered working in pictures? Uh-oh.
Cat's like the predator. It's like I do this I'd do this for nothing but
Looks
the
like
game.
it's just another screaming match.
It's so easy when you're evil.
That's right. The devil tips his hat to me. That looks like another vocal engagement. That looks like another vocal engagement. We want to get one.
I don't
more
think the owner like really does like the greatest job at choosing the right clips. Like some of these are funny, but
Yeah.
like I want to get straight to the action. Yep.
Yeah, there like this.
There you go.
There you go. This will be our
Action
final
right
one.
there.
Come on! Get stuck in with the boys! Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go! Here we go! Nope, looks like it's a vocal engagement for the rest of it. Oh, damn. Yeah, the audience is not impressed, ladies and gentlemen. The audience is not impressed. God, but he can sure as hell scream, can't
He
he?
sure can. He's intimidating as hell.
Oh, yeah.
My cat is looking at me going, what in the world is going on? War, Castle Grayskull.
Yeah.
War.
Just reassure them they're safe.
I always say, if you give cats an opposable thumb, we are done for.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
If they could hold a
That's our
gun,
fun-
things would change.
That's our fun segment. Now, whenever Fallout Season 2 drops, we will be doing our What to Watch segment, reviewing each Fallout Season 2 episode and review the week later. So that's going to be... It might actually be part 1 of 2 of different fun segments, because I like to roulette my fun segments. I don't like to do the same thing at the end of every show, like, you know, movies we love or music we love. I like to shake it up and have something fun at the end of every one of these, because we do go through a lot, and I do mean a lot of shit. And, you know, and I'm the kind of person that goes, I don't want to have everybody leave on a down note. But, ladies and gentlemen, this has been StarkCast Mk22. Trust us with your news and your entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and start doing our plugs at the end of the night, so let's get right to it. Mr. Nobody, thank you for being our special guest tonight. I hope that you had a good time, and I hope that we can see you back in the very near future. Go ahead and plug away, my friend.
Well, be sure to check out my Chrome extension, DM Guardian, where you can actually blur your own DMs to protect you at any point in time. Not only that, you can actually put art on your DMs. Oh, yes, and you can change your background and everything. It's super cool. DM Guardian on the Chrome Web Store. Thank you very much. I'll be streaming hopefully sometime next week and get back to content creation.
Fantastic. We've missed you. We hope to see you back on the grind very, very soon, my friend. And thank you, as always, for being here with us. We hope that we get to have you again very soon. The Dignified Cartoon Gentleman, kind sir, has always been an honor and a pleasure. Hopefully those, the cat fighting was an offset for the fake celibacy. But
No, it's all right.
What are you
Well, it's
doing?
always great to be on this show, folks. You can check me out over at the Dignified Cartoon Gentleman. I'm only one subscriber away from 250. December has been a slow start growth-wise, but in terms of viewership, I think we're going to have a good month. It's very surprising that a 200 sub channel should get 8,000 views in a month, but we managed to get 12,000 views last month. So I'm like, what is going on? I don't make a damn short, okay? I just make videos. It's insane. I make videos from network shows. Maybe that's why. But it's great to be here, and fingers crossed you'll all have a fantastic weekend. Subscribe to me.
absolutely, subscribe to Digny, who's keeping this 3-ring circus together. Scooby!
Yes.
What you got coming up, sweetheart?
So, next weekend, I have on Scooby Pop's podcast at 5 p.m. Eastern, The Real Tomby. So be sure to catch that out, because Scooby Pop's podcast is my flagship show. It's what got everything started. So be sure to check it out. Monday, I will check out Scooby Pop's Barcade again. Timing will be listed on YouTube and Twitter, so keep an eye out for it. I will be picking up where I left off with Silent Hill in Running for My Life because I don't have a single weapon for myself. And then the week after that, providing that Tommy has me all set up and stuff for OBS, I will stream on OBS for the first time my first Steam game that I'm able to. I now have a laptop. Gaming computer is Alice Madness Returns, so be sure to catch that. And on Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern, I will drop another Cups Rock News video of Has Been Hotel Season 1 Episode 3 review.
You might be working with somebody that we both are under a mutual employ.
Yes, my new producer, since I fired Tony and hired Alistair
technically
instead.
fired. Yeah.
Yes,
Sorry, apparently I'm too boring. So the product
sorry, Tony, but Alistair's just more fun. So yeah, I fired.
It's unfortunate. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. So I fired Tony and I hired Alistair in his place. He and I made an agreement at the crossroads already.
Yes, so now we both answer to the same guy. Great, I guess it makes us co-workers. Director!
Well, first
How are
off,
you
Alistair just has more connections. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. It's been ups and downs. Look, I wouldn't go into it. My personal problems are my personal problems. For my promotional efforts, SCP review is tomorrow on my channel where I read SP files and we talk about them, and 58 makes things difficult for me. I otherwise stick to my regular schedule. There are only 2 more episodes of Side Quest left on Tuesdays, and of course, you can find me here or on the self-destructing Friday experiment streams.
Absolutely, my friend. I hope that orbital laser platform does you good.
I'm looking for it. Do you know how many ways you can screw with someone doing no real damage whatsoever with an orbital laser platform? Look, you think typically about the damaging effects, but you can etch things where they don't expect to find things etched. All sorts of things, including images. It's basically a laser printer in space!
In
We'll have to get
space!
with lasers on their heads.
Otherwise,
Theta!
you can rest assured you will never find me selling butt pics online.
Correct. You'll instead draw, 6th grade level butts on the bathroom wall that is, I don't know, the Mojave Desert.
Both actions are celibate, I observe.
Yes, correct. Theta, we're rating your show later. Be sure to tell
Yes.
DBK that it was very nice of him to leave that comment. But no, in all seriousness, DBK and I, we have this thing where we just, shit talk each other.
Gotcha.
None of it's personal. But we are rating your show. Tell us what these fine folks here in the chat can expect from you.
Do you all think? Do you know if you are the king nerd? Do you know all you know about trivia on pop culture, TV shows, nerd culture, anything cartoon related, TV show, comic book, anything like that? Films from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Well, we're going to be doing a trivia show in just a little bit, in about 30 minutes. So come on by, and we'll be doing a 50-round questionnaire and see if you can guess all the correct answers. And the person with the most points at the end of the show will win a deck of cards, maybe, if you'd like that. If not, then I'll give you a discount on some merch. But yeah, we're going to be doing that. And then on Sunday, we have Cosmic Data Theater, where we're going to be watching either Hackers or Empire Records. So that's what we got.
Fun in the bun. Now, for my big long schedule, because it is big, it is long, and yes, that's what she said. In my dreams, unfortunately. So, what do we got coming up down the pipeline? Well, Alf will be joining the Cotton Council here at 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard, 9:15 Central, for our weekly Cotton Council meetup, where you'll find puppets and pandemonium and a lot of fun. Also, later on this evening, I will have the Radio Demon step back down into the VR chat circles and just mingle a little bit, and who knows, maybe a bonus broadcast can come from it. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing some video work, but then we're also going to be bringing back the Black Widow Files with Ginger Wolf at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that we can make up for the time that we had off of the air and hopefully the incentive of, let's just say, a beautiful redhead on the Rumble side might be worth your time. However, one thing we will say is whenever I'm showing that off, it's not because I am promoting celibacy, ladies and gentlemen. Get off the internet, go to a bar, meet a girl, get drunk, make mistakes, write bad checks,
Get
live your
smacked.
life. You know.
Get smacked across the face.
All right. Then, of course, Stark's Thursday Matinee returns this Thursday. The variety show before the variety show. That's right, a one-man band, ladies and gentlemen. Parodies, puppets, songs, character acts, skits, transcript readings, and a hell of a lot more fun every Thursday night. And, of course, we have things that are going to be spritzed throughout, including karaoke this Wednesday, Rumble exclusive to avoid the copyright goblins of YouTube. Be sure to stay tuned to the Stark of Iron YouTube channel, and remember to trust us with your information, your entertainment, and with Digny's permission, your network.
Oh, sure. We need more people. We always need more people.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart and the heart of my bottom. And we're going to make like a tree. We're going to get out of here. Say goodbye, folks. Bye. Have a wonderful time.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Good night as well, I suppose.
Adios.
Toodles.